Welcome back, folks. In this video, I want to extend the jumping mechanic of our character. So at the moment it's just a standard jump, it's quite boring. There's nothing much going on with it. But instead, because this character is meant to be a superhero, I want to make him a superhero. So he needs to have a super jump, I think. So the jump that I have in mind is holding down the jump key. The longer the key is down, the higher the character will jump. Okay, so let's start implementing that right now. So open up your Visual Studio project. Okay, as you can see here, we already have jump bound in our setup player input component function, and that's bound to a function in the A character class. Alright, now that class is our character class is being derived from a character. Okay, so if we look in our header file, we look at the top here, you'll see that we have class, which is our class name, my game character, and then it's being extended from a character. Okay, and a character has a whole bunch of functions and variables that have already been implemented. Alright, which is just fantastic. So it means that we don't have to do as much as we need to. Okay, so what we're going to do is implement some new functions. The first one we're going to implement is a pre-jump function. Okay, so void pre-jump, and we want a post-jump function, void post-jump, and we need a boolean too, bool pre-jump. Okay, I'm going to put some comments above these so we know what's going on. Oops. And called when the player releases jump. Let's switch to enable, disable the holding of jump. Okay. Oh, that's right. We also need the tick function. This function is a function that already exists, and we need to override this function. So we're putting virtual void tick float delta seconds override. Alright, and this function is called every frame. Okay, so now let's go back into our CPP file and let's write out these functions. So we need void a my game character pre-jump. Now we need to make sure that when these functions are activated that we're not flying. Okay, we can't be flying when these jump functions are activated. So we already have a flying boolean here. Okay, so we'll put if not flying, then be pre-jump equals true. Alright, now for our post jump function, my game character, post jump, if not flying, pre-jump equals false. And execute the jump. Okay. Now remember we said that jump was a function in a character? Well, we can just use that. We can use that function here because our character class that we're typing this code in right now is derived from a character, so we can just use that function, no problem. Same goes for any variables too. Alright. Now let's write out our tick function. So we need void a my game character tick float delta seconds. Okay. And because we're overriding this function, we need super tick delta seconds. And now we can write our content. So the first thing we want to make sure we have is the character movement component. Okay, so if we have character movement component, then if be pre-jump, so if pre-jump equals true, okay, from this function, if it equals true, then character movement jump z velocity plus equals, so move toward 5. Let's just do 5 for now. Nice low number, because I mean the tick function is called every frame, so if we move in towards 5 every frame, it's gonna amount to a lot very quickly. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, now let's direct these functions. They need these functions need to be fired from the spacebar or whatever key on the keyboard you're using as the jump key. Okay, so pre-jump, we're going to replace this line of code here with ampersand a my game character pre-jump. Alright, that's when it's pressed. So while it's being pressed, while the key is down, we go to pre-jump. Okay, which makes it true. Makes this little boolean here true. Okay, so now let's just copy this, paste underneath, and we want to keep the same keyword. Okay, because we want to keep it the same key. Alright, but we'll just change this part here. So released. Okay, so when it's released, we want it to aim, to direct, to post jump, the post jump function, which will tell this to be false and then execute the jump. Alright, then down here in tick, while this is true, our jump velocity it keeps expanding, it keeps going, so our jump can be huge if we want it to be. It depends how long we want to keep that spacebar down for. Okay, so let's just give this a little test now in the editor and see what happens. Oh, sorry, let's build it first. What am I doing? Okay, build. Whoops, what is this? Okay, some reason it changed to debug. Let's put that back to development editor and Win64, and let's build that. Okay, once that has compiled, open the editor and open your project. Okay, now let's give this a shot. So let's play. Alright. Now, let's hold it down just for a little while. 1, 2. Okay, he's jumping pretty high. Let's hold it down for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. But now if I just tap the spacebar, he'll continue to jump that high. And I only tapped it. Okay, so we need to add some code to make sure that it returns to the original jump velocity, even if you just tap the bar. If you only want to do a small jump, you can do a small jump. Okay, let's do that. So back into Visual Studio. So now we need to declare a float, and this float is going to be our original jump velocity. Okay, so let's call it original jump z. Okay, the original value of jump z velocity. Alright, now let's go into our CPP file. Let's go up to our constructor. Okay, what we need here, we need to make sure we have character movement. And original jump z equals character movement jump z velocity. Okay, so now that is recorded, the original jump z velocity that we set in the blueprint. Okay, so let's go down. Let's go to pre-jump. Now we want pre-jump character movement jump z velocity equals original jump z. Okay, so now if we just tap the spacebar, we will have the normal jump height, the original jump height. Okay, set the jump z to default. Okay, so let's build that and see if it works. Okay, so open up the editor and open up the project, and now we can give this a nice little test. Okay, so let's just tap it. Okay, original jump z. Okay, now let's hold it for about 10 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's pretty damn high. And let's see if we tap it, then it'll just be a normal jump. Look at that! Wow. Okay, our superhero is looking more like a superhero. So let's make him fly around a bit. You know what I mean? You can also jump super high. That wasn't that high, but that was pretty high. The gravity is still off a bit, so let's go into my character's properties. And where is this? Oh, here we go. Gravity scale. Let's switch that to 1.5. The mass. Let's put that 150. Compile, save. That's more like it. Okay, let's do a big jump. Yeah, that feels much better. Okay, brilliant. And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it.